Gotchasports. We are back, Carrie. Here we go. How was the weekend?
Ooh.
Had a
It was a lot of fun.
birthday in the Gotchasports family. Carrie's birthday was this weekend. What fun activities did you get up to? Responsible activities.
We had dinner Friday night. Had a definitely a restaurant. I'm not just gonna go to every month.
Yeah.
But food was incredible. It's called Paul Martin's. If you're ever out in
Mm.
Scottsdale, highly recommend it. Been there twice now. Then we just went to one little low key bar after for a while. Saturday, the real festivities began. Went river floating, river tubing, whatever you want to call it. Floated
Sick.
down the river for a few hours, drank some beers, saw some wild horses, just out in nature, which is my my
Yeah,
my type of my type of fun, honestly.
absolutely. You cannot have a bad time sitting in a tube. You cannot.
No, I
It
mean we
might be
had
impossible.
we had the speaker going, plenty of
Oh
good
yeah.
vibes. It was great weather. It was like I don't know, 95, 100 degrees, which
I was gonna
yeah,
say you look a
you
little
typically
tanner.
you yeah, I got some color for sure, and I didn't fry by any means, which was the main goal. We use sunscreen out here. Wasn't too common of a thing when
Yeah.
I was back in the Midwest.
I don't use it. hand up.
Yeah,
Hand up. I do
yeah,
not use sunscreen.
yeah. Very very good from both of us.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's hype though. River tubing, whatever you want to call it, is always a good time. Highly recommend. But if it's your first time joining us, we are Gotcha Sports. Today's episode, we're going to talk more baseball, MLB. We're going to attempt the Immaculate Grid again. We got Would You Rather, make it a return, stir up some conversation. We'll bring in some other sports along the way as well. But let's jump right into it, Carrie. MLB. Honestly, a weird start to the MLB season. Twins are on an 8-game win streak. And I know we've talked about this before on the podcast coming into the year. The AL Central might be the second best division in baseball this year with, I think, four teams above 500. At
Yeah,
least
that
three
sounds
teams
right to
above
me.
500. But I
I think
mean,
the Royals,
AL
the
Central
Royals have
outside the White
even
Sox.
the Royals have won like 16 out of their last 18 or something stupid like that.
Yeah, I mean, that division, again, was probably supposed to be the worst this year is popping off in the AL right now, and the Twins are a huge part of that with an 8-game win streak.
Yeah. What are your early shocks, basically, just team wise this year in terms of this team's doing way better than you thought, this team's doing way worse than you thought?
I would say one team that I knew was going to be decent. I didn't think that they would have the record that they did, especially with the schedule that they've had. The Giants, San Francisco Giants. Their pitching staff's a lot better than what I thought they were going to be this year, and part of that reason is due to Robbie Ray. And then, I mean, they kind of remind me of the Diamondbacks too. They're just a gritty team. They get timely hits, uh, and they're just able to put up runs and win ball games. Obviously, did not think the Cubs were going to be this good. Knew that they were probably going to finish first or second in the division, but I mean, with the schedule that they've had and the start that they've had, they've surprised me. But even the Cardinals too. I thought they were going to be right around an 80-win ball club this year, and they might be still, but being one game back from the Cubs on an 8-game win streak. Starting pitchers over this win streak have had a sub 3 ERA. I mean, they're just playing really good baseball. But a lot of NL teams surprised me because I didn't think the NL was going to be so close. So even though it's early on, and even the Dodgers, the best team in baseball, the best record in baseball, they've lost some games that I didn't think that they would lose with the pitching lineup that they have, and even the hitters that they have. So I mean, yeah, there's been a couple of surprises for sure. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, you noted some of the teams that are doing better than we thought they would. I'm going to exclude Colorado from this. I did not expect them to be good. I knew they were going to be one of the worst teams. I didn't expect them to be playing how they are. But the one
Yeah,
team that I'm kind of disappointed in again is the Orioles. I thought the
yeah,
Orioles were going to have a very strong playoff last year. Got ended up getting bounced very early, and they were one of my teams that I thought actually were going to win it all last year. And then this year they're just not starting off hot, and their pitching is just it's killing them right
Atrocious.
now. It is
Yeah,
killing them. The hitters they have are good enough to compete with any team in the league, in my opinion. It's solely
for
just
sure.
their pitchers just give up tanks too.
Right. No, Orioles are definitely surprising. The Rockies lost 8 in a row. Finally got their win on Sunday of this past week. In the 4 game span over the weekend, they gave up 55 runs, the most in National League history in a 4 game span. Can they do any worse, or are they going to beat the White Sox record from last year?
No, they're breaking. I think they're flirting with the worst record in MLB history. I know they're currently tied with it through 30 some games, whatever it is. I know they were
Yeah,
tied
like 40
the
games.
the worst record of all time. And it's just like how as a player even do you want to be a part of that organization right now? It's miserable.
Yeah.
I'm telling you
And
right
I,
now,
I will
I
say,
Colorado has to be a heavy favorite for any professional sports team in general to win the World Series in our lifetime. I'm talking every professional sport. They are probably a heavy favorite to never win it
I mean, if
in
you
our
look at
lifetime.
just the city of Colorado, Ivan Herrera home run, baby. Come on. Come on.
Fucking
Even if you
Cardinals.
look at the city of Colorado in general, you've got the Avalanche who have won a Stanley Cup. You have the Denver Nuggets who have won an NBA championship. Like the state of Colorado and those organizations have done really, really well. And the Rockies, it's crazy to look at too because if you watch their games, most of the time their stands are still packed. Which
Yeah.
the Cardinals right now, who honestly, and this is no bias, are notoriously have one of the biggest and best fan bases in baseball history over the course of time, have nobody going to their games right now. And you have the Colorado Rockies, who are the worst team in baseball, and they're still getting packed houses. So I mean, as much as I want to hate on the Rockies not being good, honestly, who suck, their fan base has shown up and they stay in it the entire way. So you know what? Shout out the Rockies for that. But yeah, overall, pretty weird start to the MLB season. We'll see where we end up. Who knows? We might be talking something totally different in the next month or so. So we'll see. But Carrie, let's get to the Immaculate Grid. See if we can go 9 for 9 this time. We were not able to last time. We had a pretty piss poor showing, to be honest. But we got it pulled up here. Ooh, we got the Cubs on the top. Rookie of the year, 20 plus win season. Left side, we got the Yankees, Cardinals, and the freaking Twins again. All right. Carrie, where do you want to start?
I mean, Yankees cards. I would say either go Hayward or go Contreras.
You mean for Cards, Cubs?
Yes, cards Cubs. Yeah.
You think Dexter Fowler will be lower rarity?
Yeah, probably than those two.
All right, let's do that then. 8%. Okay.
All right.
Um, I mean, Cardinals rookie of the year. Pujols is the only one I can think of that would even have a chance. I don't think Molina did. Maybe Stan Musial did. Does it say years since 1947? I'd probably just go Pujols for this.
If you know that one, I would just take that.
I know he was for sure.
Here comes like a 40 percenter.
Oh, it might be higher. It might be higher. PUJ. There we go. 73. Oh my gosh.
Holy shit. I mean, it's not like there can be
Uh,
an endless option there because there's probably 3 or 4 players.
no. Yeah, something like that. Um, Cardinals 20-win season. Adam Wainwright.
I'll take it.
28%. Okay. Um, Yankees
Yankees,
Cubs.
Cubs,
Anthony Rizzo
Alphonse,
or
Alfonso
Soriano too. Yeah.
Soriano. I would do Soriano. I
I
think that one might be
I
less
yeah. I
than
think
Anthony Rizzo.
I I agree. 10%. Okay. Yankees Rookie of the Year. Oof.
Judge,
Aaron Judge. Yeah.
incoming 90%. There's probably a lot for the Yankees, though, I would imagine.
I don't
Oh,
I
okay.
maybe I feel like yeah. 20-win season. CC Sabathia.
You think he is 20?
Yeah, I would think. Roger Clemens. I
Dude,
don't
the
know if he
entire
had
Twins
20.
one's just going to blow us.
Oh yeah, I know.
We could, yeah.
I think CC
No, I
definitely
mean, if
had a
you like
21
CC
season.
Sabathia, just go with that.
All right, 6 for 6
All right.
onto the Twins.
Like, dude, Cubs Twins, I don't even know.
Yeah. Have the Twins ever had a 20-plus win season from a pitcher?
I mean, if it's a category, I would assume so.
Oh, who was that? He's always in MLB The Show. Really old pitcher. Probably pitched in the I don't know 30s, 40s.
He had like a funky windup, I'm assuming.
Yeah, something. Something Walter Johnson. I think
Try it.
I should probably know this. Hey, let me see if that's even an option. Walter.
It's probably JHO.
1907 to 1927.
Is that within the year?
Well, I think. Yeah, it doesn't give a
This is
year.
just whenever.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, just give it a shot. I don't know who else would be a rookie of the year at their place. Was Byron Buxton maybe a rookie of the year?
No, this is for 20-plus one season for pitcher.
No, I know. I was just saying, do you think he could have also been a rookie of the year?
Let's go.
That's
No, because this is 1947.
okay. Okay, that's why I was asking for the year. I figured it would be the same for all of them. Dude, do you think Derek Lee played for the Twins? Part of me, I don't
There's a
know. That's like
possibility.
that name popped up in my head.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, who's on the Twins right now?
Buxton, Correa, Harrison Bader. Um, did is Joe Ryan only been with the Twins?
Oh,
Pitcher,
what about Torrey Hunter,
junior or senior? Senior.
senior? He was a
He
Twin.
played for the Cubs. He was a Twin.
I don't know if he played for the Cubs. I don't think he was a rookie of the year. He was a very good
I
baseball
do
player,
like that
though.
guess. I like that guess a
So
lot. Actually,
maybe save him for Cubs Twins.
yeah.
I don't think he won a
Rookie
of
of
the
the
year,
year.
but
What about? What about Rod Carew, old second baseman? He might have been with
how
the
when was he
Angels.
playing?
70s.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
67 to 85.
Just throw it on out there.
You want me to do that? I don't think it's right.
I don't think I'm going to come up with an answer anyways. So
Because
I'm trying to think of like every single player that I know that's been on the Cubs. Like guys like Darwin
This
Barney. I
this
don't
is
think he ever
this is
played
for
for the
rookie. This is for
Twins.
Twins rookie of the year.
I know. I'm just thinking of like everything possible
Oh,
though.
all right. I'm just gonna try it. Let's go,
Oh,
Rod
thank you,
Carew.
Rod. Rod Carew is the savior for every Twins question ever on this.
He is. He is, dude. All right. Well, we got a chance to go 9 for 9 here.
There's
Twins
no
Cubs.
way this is the one.
I don't hate that Torrey Hunter. Um,
I just feel like if he was on the Cubs, I would have known that.
yeah.
What about Zambrano? Maybe
I mean, Gary, you could throw any
Big
Cubs
Z?
name out there, and I'd be like, I mean, he very well could have. He very well could have.
I mean, I'm like Fontenot. I don't know if he was a Twin.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Mark Grace, was he a Twin?
I don't know for sure. Again, every name that you said, I could be convinced that they've been a Twin at some point in their career. Hey, I'm cool. I'm cool with your best guess on this one.
Do Mark
Because again,
Zambrano.
all these guys could have played. Who?
Not Mark. I don't know why I said that. Zambrano.
11 years? God, it seemed like he pitched for way longer than that.
He was probably with the Cubs for a lot of those.
Oh,
That's the issue.
damn.
Yeah, I'm not shocked.
Tough. Yeah. 6
I
Cardinals
need you
for
to
Rookie of the Year,
look that
10
one up for me.
Yankees, 7 for the Twins. Yeah, I mean, that was. All right, let's look this one up. We got Clark Griffith, Hippo Vaughn, Jimmy Ryan, Dutch Leonard, Gary Gotti. I mean, there's no.
These dudes, I can tell by their names. These are all dudes from the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, there was no getting this, I don't think.
Is there any from our generation at least, or no? Year wise?
Mason Wynn home run.
No, dude.
Let's
We're not
go.
focusing on that right now.
Ian
Is
Miller.
there any past 2,000 players? No clue.
That was 2019. Craig Monroe. Blake Parker.
No clue.
Fernando Rodney.
Oh, I potentially should've known
Andrelton
that.
Simmons.
No clue about that one. The Fernando Rodney one probably would have been my best option.
Idamaro Vargas.
Couldn't even begin how to spell that name, so I would have been screwed either way.
I mean, I probably mispronounced it, but
I don't
Damn.
think your pronunciation
All
of
right.
that name changed anything, but
all right. Well, 8 for 9, not bad, not bad at all,
no.
not bad at all.
We just need to do some self research on these teams, a little studying up.
Some Twins, Mariners, Angels, just
A's, Angels,
all 8. Yeah.
Colorado.
100%.
Honestly,
Yeah, for real. I agree with that. But 8 for 9, not bad. All right, Kerry. We talk a little bit of NBA here. Pacers continue to impress. The city of Indianapolis is buzzing. What a great time to live in Indianapolis come playoff time, whether it's football, basketball, minor league hockey, and the Indy Fuel. I mean, no matter what time it is, this city loves their sports. But when basketball is hot and Indiana's hot, I mean, it's when I say the city's buzzing, you go downtown and they're buzzing.
Yeah. I mean,
You
that's
got
Indiana
construction
sport.
workers giving you high fives, saying "Go Sirs." It's awesome.
Go Sirs. I've never heard that.
NBA lottery though happened yesterday. Dallas Mavericks get the number one pick, and I just thought it'd be hilarious if they pulled a move like the Cavs did in 2013. Cooper Flag's obviously going to be the number one pick, but if they just pick somebody like Vladislav Golden from Michigan and just shocked the
Yeah.
world, and then everybody's like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah. That would be absurd, but they need someone that can take care of the ball because, I mean, what? Realistically, Kyrie is 100% out for the start of the season next year.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at that Mavs roster, though, you get Cooper Flag, Kyrie, Clay, Anthony Davis. I mean, you have some big names on that roster. Granted, they're older, but I mean, there's some big names that have played in some big time ball games.
Just need them to stay healthy.
Yeah, and
They got the vets
it's
that they
crazy
need.
too.
The
Oh
experience
yeah,
is all there.
for sure. Everyone complains about the draft lottery too. Everyone says it's rigged, whether it's NBA, NHL. Honestly, it probably is if we're gonna be real here. But why not just have the picks go in order by the worst records, like the NFL? There's zero confusion.
I think the MLB should do that too.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that 100%. I don't understand why they just don't.
Yeah,
Plays
I
into
don't
more
get
of the
it.
fact that people say it's rigged because they're not. I mean, it makes the most sense, does it not?
No, I mean I agree. I think like whatever you want to trade up spots for players, whatever. I think that's okay. But I also agree. Just go by the order of the worst records in baseball.
Yeah,
Let Colorado get 2 or 3 years in a row where they get to draft the number one player overall.
I agree. I agree. And I mean, the White Sox. I saw that they had four top 50 MLB prospects in baseball, and they're still the second to worst team in Major
Yeah,
League Baseball. It's like just call
yeah,
all those guys up, just do it. But no, I agree. I think that's 100% how it should be. Worst order or worst record that goes in that order. Then you're going to have the complaints of like, oh, teams are tanking, teams are this, teams are that. So what? Like
yeah,
at the end of the day, when your team's not making the playoffs and you're in the NBA, you're, I don't know, 15 and whatever. If they lose that last game on purpose, what does it matter?
yeah. And you got to think about it too. Baseball is so different. The amount of first round picks that actually pan out and even make it to the MLB is so low.
Oh, true. Yeah, yeah. Especially, yeah, with the MLB for sure. For sure. I
Yeah,
mean, even if you think about it too, the draft picks in the NBA, almost a lot of those guys aren't going to be on an NBA roster, at least on the full 15-man roster or whatever is in the NBA. They're going to be in the G League, they're in a two-way contract, they're going to go overseas. A lot of those guys aren't making it either. So, I mean, it makes the most sense for the worst teams to have the higher picks. And the whole lottery system and the percentage based and all of this, just get rid of it. Nobody will say
yeah,
it's rigged anymore. People will complain about teams tanking, whatever. I mean, they do anyway. So you might as well just change it to that format, make everybody happy.
right. And then I don't. Have you ever been big into watching the draft?
Yeah,
I'm a diehard
I
Cubs fan,
watch.
but I really just don't care about watching the draft. I'll see who we drafted the next day.
Well, when it comes to baseball, with how many rounds there are, I mean, really, the most that matters is the first round, maybe the second round, third round. Everything after that, those guys are probably going to be in the minors for multiple years. So I mean, baseball is different. Like the NBA draft, I'll watch. NFL draft, I'll watch at least the first two rounds, but then after that, it kind of falls off for me.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I will agree. I think the NFL is the most intriguing to me just to see where all these college guys go. Because I mean,
Yeah,
at least the top few college players, like they truly, in my opinion, have dominated college football, and they're just as about as ready as they could be for the NFL. Like they
Yeah,
truly
I will
are
say too.
playing with kids to a certain extent.
No, that's true. That's true. I will say though, I do like watching the NBA Summer League. It's one. I mean, I'm a college
You're a
basketball guy, so
freak.
it's all the college guys that are playing. So I mean, it's just a glorified college game, I guess you could say. Spring training, you still have the guys that are on the 40-man roster playing, and then you have some of those up and comers, those freshly drafted guys. So I do watch a little bit of that. I don't really watch NFL preseason that much, but I do like watching the NFL Combine, seeing these guys do different drills. But I mean, I like the pre-draft process stuff, whether it's a scrimmage or pickup game or whatever the case might be, or just watching drills. I do enjoy that, but overall, the draft after the rounds that matter, I don't really care.
Yeah, I think I love when a player finally makes it, and you go down the line, and they're like, "Oh, this player actually didn't get drafted until like the 28th round," and it's just like that's sick. Like a
Yeah,
lot of people thought
yeah,
this
they. I
guy
mean,
was going to be nothing as to like a
yeah,
main piece of their organization, and just hearing they turned out
and
is
you
just insane.
and you know that dude too went from rookie ball to class A or single A to double A to triple A. He's hit all of the stops before getting to the
Yeah,
major league. No, there's a
yeah,
lot of really good stories out there, especially in baseball, just because of how hard it is, how many rounds there are, how many people are drafted. There's some really cool stories out there.
yeah. I think baseball too, dude. There's just so many similarities between players. Like the slightest thing could get you to another level over another guy, just based off of like
Yeah,
third baseman can throw it across the infield a mile or two harder, so we're gonna take him like that.
yeah.
Like it's just like how do you try to compete with that stuff sometimes?
It's damn near impossible. It's
Yeah,
impossible, but
yeah,
yeah, I mean that's why these guys go through it. It's why they play. But NBA draft, we'll see what happens. Cooper Flag's going number one. Spurs have the second overall pick. Curious to see if they even keep that, draft another young guy, and take the Oklahoma City approach and just have a bunch of young talent that they build and end up becoming the number one overall seed in the playoffs, or if they might trade it. I mean, I could see the Spurs trading the second overall pick to try to get Giannis. And you got Giannis, Wemby, De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle. I mean, they could be a gauntlet. But that's why the draft process is cool because you can make trades like that. You never know. Some blockbuster superstar could be on a different team come next year because of that second overall pick. So we'll see what happens.
and Giannis also claimed he wants to play for a team where he's gonna have tax-free income,
It's true.
tax-free income
It's
state.
true.
So that's right up the Spurs alley.
Right. Right. Carrie, let's get to Would You Rather this week. Start us off.
Would you rather be deserted on an island? Let's go for 5 years by yourself. You're guaranteed to live. I don't really know how good you're looking after, but you're guaranteed to live for the 5 years. Or you're in a
Okay.
coma. You're in a coma for 10 years. You lose 5 more years of your life, but at the end of the day, it's essentially going to feel like a long nap.
Um, Taking the deserted island for 5 years, test my survivor skills.
I think I'm taking the coma.
No, dude,
I'm, dude,
natural selection. Those animals
I'm
wouldn't
too big
stand a
of.
chance on that island, dude. I
Well, I
would,
said
I would go so
you're
crazy.
you're guaranteed to live. It has nothing to like. There's no dying.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to the deserted island route. Granted, both 5 and 10 years, like those are long years, but I don't know. I would rather be doing something than not be doing something.
Dude, I'm not a big talker in general, but I think I would lose my mind having no one to talk to. Like the
It would
coconuts
definitely be
become
an
my best
adjustment for
friends.
sure. No, yeah, it
I'd be
would.
drawing
It would
faces
be.
on the fruit and just fucking talking to all of them.
Dude, the amount of tic tac toes I would play, X's would be
Oh my god.
like 1,000,005 to in a million or something.
I would literally become Aquaman in the water. That's how much
Oh
water
yeah.
training I would do. But I still think I would take the coma. I could not
No,
deal with
no.
5 years of that mentally.
It would be a tough 5 years.
Tough is a soft ass word for that.
I mean, yeah, yeah, but I mean, there's days you're starving, can't catch food, but I don't know. I'd rather go do that, and then on that off chance I do catch a fish with some spear I made out of tree bark or wood or something, and catch that fish. That feeling would be so sick.
I mean, yeah, of course it'd be sick, but you have to be doing that for 5 years.
That's true. It's very true. I would choose that though. I'd rather be up and about doing something than not.
I think I would just get real eepy weepy and just sleep for
Probably
10 years.
a lot of a lot of years, dude. A lot of
Yeah,
years. That's a good one though. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah. All right, let's get to yours.
My would you rather this week. Would you rather have your team that you love have a decent amount of young talent or be loaded with former superstars that are older?
So there's,
And I'm sure
I
it
don't get
depends
any
on the
information on
sport.
like which team's better.
No, no. I'm just saying for you personally, you can pick any team that you like. Would you rather have a decent amount of young talent or would you rather be loaded with former superstars that are older? And the reason why I thought of this because of the lottery and seeing how many trades that they could be, or like even in the MLB, the Dodgers right now, I think are the oldest team in baseball. They're loaded. But I mean, you look at
Yeah,
some of the younger teams out there that have
Dodgers
probably a
pitching's
more,
hurt too.
yeah. So I mean, you get a pick. And just as you in
I'm
general, would you rather
I'm
have
gonna
young
imagine
guys or
my
older
team is the
guys?
Cubs for this, and
Okay.
I'm gonna take the young guys with a lot of talent, or even just potential talent.
Yeah. I would
I
agree
think
with
it's
that.
just
I would
I think if you're like a true fan of a team, there's something special about actually being able to keep your young
building.
talent there for a long time and
Yeah.
like truly being able to
Developing them.
see. Yeah,
Yeah. For sure. Building that roster from pretty much scratch, having young talent. And again, that young talent could pan out, it could not. But having that young talent and even just the potential of being somewhat relevant. I mean, I kind of feel like that with the Cardinals right now. We don't really have any vets besides Nolan Arenado, a couple guys in our pitching rotation. And then the rest are just young guys. And even though we're not the best team in baseball by any means on an 8 game win streak, but even though we're not the best baseball team right now in the MLB, I'm excited because we do have so much young talent. And I could see this team being very, very good depending on what our management does in the next couple of years. But I'm at least excited. Whereas former superstars or guys that are older, like the Dodgers, take away the money aspect because the Dodgers are always going to be relevant because they spend so much money. But take that out of it, those guys are towards the end of their career. Yeah, they have big names, but in a couple of years, that
Dan
team is
Dizzle,
probably
Dan
going
Dizzle,
to
two
look a
run
little
bomb,
different.
young talent, young talent.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, I'm a young talent all the way. I don't know if you can consider Dansby Swanson necessarily young anymore, but he's having a year
He's
compared
on
to
that
last
he's
year.
on that borderline. He's on that
Yeah,
borderline.
but yeah, give me the young guys. I think the Cubs are also a great example of that from their World Series team with Javi Baez, Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bryant. That's when they were young and they were all
Yeah,
freaks. Addison Russell even.
yeah,
Uh, his
yeah.
career obviously didn't go the best, but
No,
did some stuff that's not too
it
good.
did not. It did not.
Um,
It did not at all.
but yeah, I mean, it's just like even that too. Those guys are all in the league. They're still vets. Javi Baez is one of the players that's turned it around. Anthony Rizzo has been hurt, hasn't done well in the past few years. Chris Bryant has just been a total tank fest, a garbage
Yeah, also
fire,
hurt
whatever you
though.
want to call it. Also hurt, but it's just like when you get the young guys and that's like the peak of their talent, that is just fun baseball to watch too.
Yeah, I would agree. I'd agree. But Carrie, let's get to the best part of every episode, and that is the best bet. Carrie, there's two picks out there, two best bets. You got one of them. What is it?
I got Houston money line minus 138. Framber Valdez is on the mound against a good Royals team. It's at Houston. Um, Framber Valdez has been dominant this year. He's been a great pitcher the past 2 years. I'm a big fan of him. Great left-handed pitcher, and I think he's going to give the Royals some issues.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Already on it?
And I keep saying we're going to fucking sweep, and I don't think I couldn't tell you the last time we have, so I'm not saying it this time.
Nope.
So this is potentially a great time to jump on it, though. But we're not sweeping.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you that right now.
Nope.
So Riley,
absolutely
let's get to your bet so we can figure out which one of our bets is winning.
Yep. We're not going to be sweeping. So my best bet is Cardinals Phillies under 7.5. Sonny Gray, ace for the Cardinals on the bump. Jesus Luzardo on young buck, young talent on the mound for the Phillies. Both are going to be dealing. It is going to be a 3-1 Cardinals win under 7.5. Lock it in. If you're listening to this and the Cardinals have already won, that would be 9 straight. Today's bet would make them 10 straight wins. St. Louis Cardinals under 7.5. That's best bet.
And we now know why we're not sweeping tomorrow, because Cardinals money is in the air.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. But if it's your first time joining us, appreciate you tuning in. Returners, all the love. Go follow us on all of our socials: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, you name it. We got it. Leave us a 5-star review. Helps us out. It's kind of cool. Just see cool. 5 stars under our name. Be pretty cool. But Carrie, that's all I got. What do you got?
We got Gotchasports.
Until next time.